How's everybody doing today? I had planned on cycling into work every day this week. And even though, yes, the weather outside is utterly gorgeous, I was informed that tonight we have plans that require me to be home on time and presentable. So, sweat and late due to slow bicycle versus fast automobile is unfortunately not an option. So I want to talk to you guys about something today that I feel extremely passionate about. Although in the end I realize it really doesn't really affect me at all. And that is the insidious use of mobile devices as camcorders being held in the vertical orientation. Do you have an opinion about this? I can't stand it. To me, it's idiotic and blasphemous and absolutely serves no purpose. And here's the real crux of the issue. Okay, that's my personal opinion, whatever. It really doesn't affect me at all, outside of the fact that I have to watch those videos every now and again. and here's what affects me is when I say, hey, could you do me a favor and shoot some video of this? And somebody starts going like this, and I have to say, no, please turn it, right? So that's mildly irritating. But here's where it really starts to bug me, is when I was reading an article about it, and they were saying basically that people who are displaying video are now creating avenues where this video is useful, which blows my mind. We've got people who are just, in my mind, doing it completely wrong, and rather than, I don't know what you would do. You can't educate about that. That's stupid. You're going to put out ad council episodes about that? No, that doesn't make any sense. But something that, and I'm struggling to find an analogy for this also, it's just that something that people are doing that makes absolutely zero sense. We're now shoehorning into our society so that it has a place. Well, now that it has a place, it's not going to make zero sense anymore. So basically, we're taking something that makes zero sense and we're fitting sense into it somehow. It's like the ministry of silly walks. People just start walking silly for no reason whatsoever, and now we're going to start creating a ministry all around it just so that the people who are doing this their efforts won't be completely wasted. Now, let's look at this from the basics. Why is it that vertical video shooting is idiotic? Basically just two reasons. Number one, all video formats, with very, very few notable exceptions, have been in a horizontal perspective because our eyes are horizontal. So when we see the world, we see more width than we do height. Movies, television, everything, it's all been that way with a few notable exceptions. The first is the Game Boy. So the Game Boy, which was a handheld system much like a mobile phone, much in that shape, it had a vertical screen. Now it's almost a square screen. You look at it and somebody say, what shape is that? You're not going to say rectangle, you're going to say square. The other thing is occasionally there are video screens in a vertical position that are used for advertising. And those have very specific advertising aimed right for them. So that's reason number one. And the primary and really the reason number one and two, the primary and ultimate reasons. So if you do shoot video in this particular orientation and try and display it on anything other than a mobile device that you can rotate, it's going to turn out completely wasted. All that resolution is being shrunk. There's a few situations where shooting vertical video is good. If you're trying to do some kind of montage and you can't quite fit it in frame, if you're shooting something that's extraordinarily tall and you plan on doing a digital zoom in post-production, I can understand that. I've done that before. Shooting video alongside of photographs, that's always cool. You know, you take a couple of photographs like this or a bunch of photographs like this, and then you want a little bit of video to go alongside it. Anything that you're going to change it in post-production, I can understand completely. But if you're doing something full frame without it being accompanied by anything else, I see no reason to shoot video in this particular orientation. So that's my humble reason. And it all came about simply because people weren't thinking. They shot video, and they're not thinking about what they're going to do with it. But what, in my mind, what is the point of having a camera if you're not going to do something with the photographs? I suppose to most people, and this is probably my fallacy right here. To most people, the point of having a camera is so that you can look at the pictures later, and that's it. It has nothing to do with saving those photographs and archiving them and using them for something useful in the future. It's just, oh, we're just going to look at them later. So they get enough value out of simply having the picture or the movie ready to view once or twice a week or two later, and that's it. They show it to their mother, father, brother, sister, sons, friends, sons and daughters, friends and neighbors. Boy, it would have been really cool if I had just been able to say that instead of stumbling all over it. And that's enough. If they never see it again, then that's okay. 5 years later, something might jog their memory and make them think, oh, hey, you remember that time that thing did that funny thing at that place? I wonder what the video is for that. You still have that? No, I don't either. Geez, I wonder what happened to it. Oh, well, good enough. Right? I was able to show it to all my brothers and sisters, family and friends, sons and daughters, neighbors, and acquaintances. I'll have to work on that one. At the moment, that's good enough. So they don't consider what this video could or would actually be used for. They're not actively playing this video on their television. They're not archiving it in any format where it's going to be easily seen on anything other than their mobile device. The only place they're going to see it is the mobile device. So to them, it doesn't really matter. You just go like this. And if that's the case, then you don't think about it. But that's what really gets me, is then you have people who are starting with video this way. For me, for other reasons. We did a shoot at work a little while ago. It was just an informal shoot. We were using a mobile phone, and this is how we recorded it. Some people were recording scenes. I say, hey, director, did you see your cameraman's holding the camera like that? And then we had to do all kinds of tricks in order to make it work. Or if it just been holding it, and why in the world wasn't the cameraman just holding it this way? Did they not understand what we were doing? Clearly not. Probably shouldn't have trusted the camera, that particular camera. So I'm highly opinionated about this, but in the end, it doesn't really affect me. The only thing that affects me is I have to watch my cameraman when I'm asking somebody else to shoot video for me. And B, I have to watch poorly shot video. I have to watch that stupid, they take it, they blow it up, and they blur it, and they change the tone on it a little bit, and they put that in the background. Oh, that is so stupid. Idiot boxes, that's what that's called. So I have to deal with that. But other than that, it really doesn't affect me. I should be fine to let people use their devices the way that they want to use them. But what does it mean that now people are doing this thing that I cannot see any intelligent reason to do other than mental laziness? Not giving it forethought. Why are you doing it this way? I can't see any intelligent reason to do it. And yet, we're building places for this to be done and giving them a reason to do it. So it was something that was completely stupid in the first place. We'd never be encouraging it at all if it weren't for the fact that it was already being done by the populace. And so now that it's already being done by the populace, we're trying to shoehorn it in. I'm really trying to wrap my head around what this actually means for society. And what could this mean if it was something that was important? Something more than just how other people shoot their videos. I guess that's the real thing, is that people who had VHS camcorders or DV camcorders never held them sideways. And you could watch those. You flip open the screen, you could watch that sideways. You could watch that on the device. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I really am. So I want to hear your opinion. I know I'm irritating a lot of you. How badly am I irritating you? How much am I getting under your skin? Or do you completely agree with me? I'm sure there's a few of you out there also. But give me your opinion. I want to hear about it. And then if I irritate you, post a video comment in the reply shot vertically. I know that's clearly the first jab. And in any event, have a nice day.